This Hangout on Air is live.
Hello.
Hey guys. Okay, so where do we? Oh, so that's the. Okay, chat messages over here, maybe.
Okay.
So can you guys hear us? No. Can anybody hear us?
Is anyone there?
Oh, Jesus, I hope it's not a bandwidth issue. Or does that not display? Okay, so can you guys hear us?
Or see us?
Or anything? Is the internet all crap? Oof, I don't know. So it's saying 286 viewers, but it's working. Okay. So there's a delay.
Oh, look, those are comments.
Okay, let's see if those were. Sorry about this, guys.
Go back to where did you the screen where it was showing us?
Yes.
The computer screen. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so sorry about the confusion, guys. So we've got one window open where we can see what the camera's seeing, and in that window there's a little corner that says group chat. And I was expecting for that to be the comments from you guys, but it's not. That's okay though. We'll just open another window. And now we can see a bunch of comments. Okay. Hey guys.
Hello. How's it going? Can we like split the screen?
Sure. Do you want to watch yourself while talking? Is that
yes.
it? Okay.
Oh, there. That's good. Now
Can we put this out? About chat? Okay. Sorry. Okay, so Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year!
Slightly delayed, though.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have any, like, real agenda or anything for this. We're just going to be hanging out and maybe answering some questions if you guys have something you've been wondering about. And then as soon as I'm back in Denmark and I've gotten rid of my jet lag, there's a new doohickey I want to try on. That's this thing. It's an Osmo Pocket. It's the world's smallest 3D or 3-axis gimbaled camera. And you can get like a little foot for this so that it also can stream. And what this will do then is it'll track me around, like when I move around Athena, so we can do live streams where I'm actually moving around, which would be, I think, more entertaining than just us sitting here. Okay. So just start shooting up.
Kevin just got one last week.
Oh, an Osmo Pocket? It's awesome. I'm kind of waiting to get they're gonna come out with I guess it's gonna be a USB-C to mini jack input thing, so you can hook up an external mic to this, which is gonna make it very useful. I'm actually going to a boat show in Germany. I think it's maybe the second to last weekend in January. And I was hoping I could use this thing there, but without the external mic, I don't know how good it's going to be. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Hello, hello.
Finish the boat. Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
hello, Boat Works today too. Oh, is Andy here? We wanted to say thank you. Andy sent.
Andy, are you here? It's probably going to be a little bit of a delay. Oh, anywho.
Andy sent this awesome little Sail Life plaque.
Yep. So, well, I'm sure all of you guys know Andy's channel. If not, you should head over and check out Boatworks Today on YouTube.
I thought that was very sweet. We're very excited.
Andy's right there.
Hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. Love your videos in progress. I wonder about the cost of the refit. With all the surprises you've found, is it still worth it? I hope so. Well, I mean, it's worth it to me because for me, it's been my dream all along to. Thank you so much, Brad.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a part of my dream all along to fix up a boat and then go sailing. I didn't just want to buy a boat and then go sailing. And also, I do think it is going to be less expensive than buying a brand new boat. Having said that, there's definitely a sweet spot where you want to be at so that your costs for repairs don't outweigh the savings of getting a used boat. And yeah, so we'll see. But it's going to get done and we're going to go sailing. So it'll all be fine. If it's going to be a few dollars more, a few dollars less, we'll see.
It's going to get done.
Yes.
Someone asked when she's going to be splashed.
Oh, when she's going to be splashed. Well, who knows? Like the last 2 years have been next year for sure. So I think I'll just say maybe sometime 2019. I do think that it is possible for her to be splashed in late 2019. She's not gonna be fully ready to sail, but she'll be close. Okay, Brad, what did you say? Have you considered packing Athena up and shipping her to the US?
We were just talking about that yesterday.
We're just joking about that. And the reason I say we're joking about that is because that would be insanely expensive unless I cut her into like 2-foot pieces and then just epoxied everything back together over here. But that's not really an option. But to put her on a boat and get her shipped to LA would be very, very expensive. So I don't think that's an option. I would love to do that because of this one, but financially that's just not an option.
Who's looking after you?
Oh, who's your? Yep. Oh, thank you so much,
Breezy Jr.
Oh, oh, that's a difficult one to read. Who's watching after Yurko? So in one of the previous videos, I've mentioned Cement Boat Guy. Now he's not watching after Yurko. They have their own dog. But there's also Catamaran Guy, which is another guy from the marina, and him and his family are watching after. And fun little side thing, they actually live within a few hundred meters of where my old house was. So it's basically like Yurko is back where he grew up. So that I think that's kind of fun.
And they have 3 daughters, so he's getting good and tired out.
Oh, he'll have pink bows all over, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, the internal audio is terrible on the Osmo. Yes, I know. That was this thing for. Yeah, and I know the internal audio is crap. I saw a couple of reviews before ordering it, and I'm putting all of my trust in the fact that when they come out with the external hookup for a mic, then that should hopefully improve a lot. Otherwise, it's going to be basically useless. Okay. Splash when it's ready.
I've seen a couple. Are you going to sell Oblix? Oh,
yes. Oblix is going to go up for sale as soon as I've moved aboard Athena, basically. So the plan is still for Ava and I to move aboard Athena in roughly 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ava's probably going to do a semester in Denmark right after that, and then we're going to start sailing. But yeah, I mean, if I splash at Dina sometime this year, then Obelix is definitely going to go up for sale, maybe in the spring. There are some things I'd like to improve before putting her up for sale, because I haven't done a lot of work on Obelix over the last 2 years. There are some the hatches in the cockpit for the lazarettes. Those should really be replaced. They're looking not that great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much, Frank.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And a Happy New Year to you too.
Thanks.
Okay. So is there a plan for another meetup at some point? Sure. As soon as the boat splashes, or maybe probably not while splashing it, because that's going to be a little chaotic. But as soon as Athena splashed, I am going to put together some kind of a meetup in Denmark. I know most of you guys are not going to be able to make that because it's on the other side of the planet. Mm-hmm. But I will for sure do another one here in LA at some point. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Maybe this time we're going to do it in San Diego, because it seemed like the majority of the people that were at the meetup drove up from San Diego. So that would be a chance for me to check out San Diego. Yeah.
Someone mentioned maybe we could do one in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Like if that's like a potential Midwest hub.
Yeah.
Because we'll be there.
Yeah.
Next fall, but
in October, middle of October, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's pencil that in. Mm-hmm. So meet up in Michigan this coming October.
Yeah.
Middle of October.
Yep.
Meet up at the boat show in Düsseldorf. Sure, why not? I don't know how many of you guys are gonna make it to the boat show, because the majority of the viewers are either US based or British. But sure, I will. I'm actually driving to the boat show with Cement Boat Guy and Catamaran Guy. So we'll figure out a meeting point inside of the boat show area, and I will post that on Facebook and the community tab here on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Someone mentioned how big of a change it was from your early videos to seeing this recap video. And last night we were watching like his very first.
Yes, they were basically torturing me. That was what's going on there.
But he was so cute. He had his beard and he was whispering to the camera so no one could hear him.
Because there was someone in the boat next to me, and at that point in time I was still very what's the word? Conscious? No, not conscious.
Self-conscious?
Self-conscious about being in front of a camera when somebody was around. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Do they call you monohull guy?
No. Monohull guy? That would be funny. Rishi Jr., thank you yet again. Wait, what? Did you say meetup in Michigan? Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. No, let's cross the maybe off the list and say meetup in Michigan, middle of October. Yeah. We will post dates and location when we get a little bit closer. But when's the wedding?
October 12th. So beginning of.
Yeah.
So either that Friday before.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I assume some kind of weekend day is best.
Yeah, definitely. Weekend.
And we're going to a wedding. It's not our wedding. Someone asked right before the live stream if there were any big announcements. So thank you, Mo.
We were going to trick everyone. But we didn't.
Oh, thank you so much, Martin.
You rock.
Yeah, you rock.
City, probably like around Metro Detroit. Somewhere around there.
What she just said. I don't know. I've never been to Michigan before. This will be my first trip. And I'll get to meet Ava's parents.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, they might also be flying out in March, so that will be the first initial flight.
Yeah. So if you don't see a video after March, then you know it didn't go well.
Yep.
No, it'll be great.
It will be great.
It will be great. I've been to the videos when the boat's done.
Well, I think the good thing about a boat is that it's never going to be truly done. Meaning, I think we're gonna once we start sailing, we're still gonna hunker down every once in a while to do changes and stuff that breaks, right? So yeah, it's never gonna be without DIY. Whoa. Thank you.
Lachlan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And Brad.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought of installing a thruster?
Yes, about I was thinking about it, but well, I think we'll give it a go without and see if I can just learn to handle the boat better. If not, then we can always put her up in the hard and install one. It's not going to be super difficult, but it is a somewhat pricey thing to put in. So we'll hold off a little bit.
But as far as videos, once the boat is done, like that's something we talk about a lot, like what we'll do, how they'll be,
what the content will be.
Yes, what the content will be.
Yeah.
So it's still a work in progress.
It's very much a work in progress. Also because at this point in time, I'm pretty comfortable shooting DIY content. That's not foreign to me anymore. But shooting videos like
I call them loosey-goosey. We need to try more loosey-goosey videos, just like walking around, like this is where we live.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know how to make that interesting. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Any further thoughts about dealing with Athena's rotten floors? Yeah, the rotten floors, aka the structural members. I think oh, thank you so much, Jay.
I take Ava to lunch. Thank you. That sounds good.
Thank you. The structural members. So I think the current working idea is to have an engineer help with the calculation of how much fiberglass I would need to lay up over the existing structural members to have the fiberglass actually become the structural part instead of the plywood core that's in there now. I don't know how good I feel about that idea, but I feel a lot better about that idea than digging out the wood and squirting epoxy in there. And it was I would still have to demolish parts of the boat, like the galley and the settee, possibly the aft cabins, but it would mean that I wouldn't have to brace the hull from the outside. And I mean, I'm not afraid of having to rebuild the interior. That won't take that long. It's pretty basic stuff. What I would like to avoid is to build the support for the boat on the outside, and laying up glass over the existing ones would take that away from the project. Okay. Are you still considering video and refit full-time in the spring? Yes, I am still considering it. Ava's a little bit frightened about that.
I am American, so the thought of quitting your job and pursuing your hobbies.
Hobby?
Not hobby. Is terrifying, but I'm confident that he can do it, but it's still very nerve-wracking.
She said with a shaky voice. I'm still considering it. I hope that will happen. That would be a lot of fun. Even if I don't do that, at the very least, if I could maybe get some kind of extended period off of work, that would also be a good idea. But I mean, on the other hand, it wouldn't be difficult for me to find another job. So yeah, we'll see. But that's still in the cards. Thank you, Kim, and got me all. Happy New Year's.
Brad agrees with Ava.
Oh, Brad. It too, Brad? Okay. I saw...
You're considering synthetic reed?
Oh, Kraken. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Funny you should mention it, because Cement Boat Guy, that I've mentioned a couple of times, they're actually... Their boat, the cement boat, has never had a mast stepped. And they're doing that basically right now. And they looked into a synthetic rig, but they ended up going with a more traditional stainless steel rig. I I don't know. I would have to look into it more. I know the synthetic regs are somewhat sensitive to UV light, which I don't know how much of an issue that's going to be, but I mean, maybe. Okay. You're a developer, you can always find a job. Basically, yes. It's right now is a good time to be in IT. It's not. There's a lack of people.
How was the Christmas rush for sending out Sale Life Bling?
That was.
It was definitely rough, and we definitely we learned a lot.
We made a few stupid mistakes. Let's just name one of them.
Yeah.
So we thought, for whatever reason, that we would be able to ship a T-shirt to anywhere in the world for $2.50.
We don't know where we got that from. We don't know what it was. And I remember the day we were like, oh yeah, we can do that.
That's super awesome. People will be happy that we can give them like cheap shipping, and it might take a little bit longer, but that could be a good choice if you're not in a rush.
Yeah.
It turns out that's not an option, not even close. That's no. So we had like 60 orders where we had to make up the difference, which was somewhat annoying.
A little painful, but we made through. At least everybody got their shirts. So
yes, so that's good.
Yeah, and pretty quick too.
Yeah, and I think the shirts turned out great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Sol. Sol. In Danish it would be Sol, but you should absolutely quit your job or your dream full time. You only regret the chances you don't take.
Scott.
Did you read that one, Sol?
I read
that
it.
One's good. Thank you, Portland Scott.
How long are you staying in LA?
Well, sadly, I've only got another week and a half left, and then I'm heading back to Denmark. Yeah. I saw a comment before we started the live stream where someone's wondering if I'm here on vacation or if I'm working. And well, while she's basically working. She had some time off between Christmas and New Year's, but other than that, she's working. And when Ava's not here, well, then I'm working. So it's not, Yep.
What's up with the Google logo? I've seen a couple people say that.
Is there a Google logo? Is that maybe somewhere on the live stream, or what is your dream destination to sail to? Oh, well, we've got a long list of dream destinations.
Yes, we do.
And speaking of which,
look
what I got this Christmas. I'm sure a lot of you guys recognize this book. If not, it is a very worthwhile book to having aboard. It basically describes a lot of different routes to, it's basically like an offline version of Google Maps for charts.
Yep. You got it as a Christmas gift.
Yes. From Ava's sisters.
My brother-in-law.
Yes.
He's the one that I guess introduced us.
Yeah, he's the one that pressured you into sending me that email. That's true. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Do you consider? Oh, but the favorite places we want to sail. For me, it's going to be more higher latitudes. I'm sure, I mean, it's pretty nice and warm here in LA, so it'd be nice to come south for winters.
Yeah.
But I would love to go through the Northwest Passage, check out Greenland, Iceland, Patagonia, places like that.
Yeah, I really want to go to Patagonia.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, when Athena's done, sell her and buy another fixer-upper, or A catamaran kit.
Oh, did someone comment that, or did you just make that up?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, okay. It would be fun to build one of those catamaran kits at one point, but thank you, Jakob.
Yeah.
Or Jakob.
I would have said that, Jacob.
Godt nytår. What was I gonna say?
Northwest. Oh no, this guy said Northwest. Joined me and my girlfriend through the Northwest Passage. In a couple of years, it probably will be a couple of years.
Yeah, and by then it should probably all be palm trees and beaches up there. So.
Have you worked on the layout anymore?
Oh, we have not really,
No.
but
I have a general idea.
Yes, and also you are going to come out in May.
Yep.
So Ava's going to fly to Denmark in late May, which would be good for like us both being aboard the boat to better figure out the layout. It's one thing seeing it on drawings; it's another thing to actually be there.
Yep.
Sail a catamaran before building one. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, probably.
And also, I know there's a subsection of viewers that think that we should just go sailing right now. I want to finish Athena and then I want to go sailing. So I would prefer to actually go sailing after I have finished Athena rather than just get started on another boat. Right? So we want to get in a few years worth of cruising.
Yep.
Thank you, Heli Pals. Let's see.
We do. We have a PO box.
Do you have a postal address to send gifts? We will figure something out because if it goes to our PO box, it's gonna get shipped from Texas to here, which would be annoying. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Was Athena built in? No. I don't know where the yard that built Athena was located exactly. I think it was in the southern parts of England.
Terry Luck, if you send us an email, we will get that sorted out. I'll also write your name down.
Okay. Don't be a catamaranist. I've never sailed aboard a catamaran. I'd love to try it. I've never, so yeah.
I guess I never have either.
Uh-oh. Stay monohull. Please consider posting a physical mailing address on your about page. Okay, we will figure out some kind of an address and we will post that on the about page on YouTube. Maybe 2 addresses, maybe my real address in Denmark because I don't mind giving that out.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And an address here in the US so that I don't get slammed with stupid import fees.
Yep.
Do you want to change to a catamaran one day? Ooh, it seems like we've struck a bit of a. I mean, I've never sailed one, so I don't know. I kind of like the idea of that much space. We don't have any plans to have kids, at least not in the near future. If that happens, maybe the extra space would be good. I don't know. We'll
we're gonna need the extra space.
Oh no, no. For anybody that thinks that you would need extra space for that, you should go check out the coconuts on Drake's channel on Drake Paragon. It's called.
It's like the interviews series he does.
It's like 2 adults and
4 kids.
3 or 4 kids living aboard a 30-foot like racer boat
with no engine.
Yeah, super cramped. But oh my god, catamaran, no. Okay, let's just cool it with the catamaran stuff.
Sailing Totem too. Maybe they have kids on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Would you ever consider
a cement boat? Oh, and I recognize that name. So if you guys look in the comments, there's a guy named Martin that comment. That is the infamous Mr. Cement Boat guy, which he's also gonna be one of the that I in one of the upcoming videos. Yeah. And in case I don't know if I mentioned it, the videos I published over the kind of like shows in the beginning of those, but the whole reason I want to learn is so that I can build the tow rail. Because to buy the aluminum one that would fit Athena would be very, very expensive. I thought I could get away with a smaller one, but the more I look at it, the more I get convinced that that's not going to be an option. So we'll make one. It shouldn't take that long, and it'll be a fun experience.
Yeah.
What kind of ITer are you? I'm a web developer myself. So I've done a lot of different stuff. I've done a couple of years worth of stuff, Cobalt, and I've done a lot of .NET, some backend, some front end, and for the last 2 years I've been working primarily as a web developer with a framework that's called Vue, which is pretty cool.
And setting up my lights.
What?
And setting up my lights.
Yes, yes.
I got some light bulbs. Alexa, turn off bed light.
Oh.
Is that cool? Alexa, turn on bed light.
Yes. Are you considering making any type of home automation? I guess you mean aboard the boat. That would be a lot of fun, but that's definitely a project that's going to be further down the list. We have to get the structural stuff out of the way and get the DC wired up and stuff. But that will also probably home DC.
It's so fun. So they're all saying all of their Alexas are going crazy, but we can't even like say her name anymore. Yeah. So now we call her Ruth. Like if we're ever talking about it.
Yep, which comes up a lot.
Yeah, we talk about her maybe a little too much.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Are you looking into putting solar on the boat? Yes. I keep going back and forth, but solar is probably going to end up on the boat. I just don't know where it's going to go yet, because the top of the cabin top is one option. You could also put in an arch, but we're trying to figure it out. Water maker question mark? Yes. Cement boat guy and I have actually talked about building one ourselves. That would be a lot of fun. They need one. I need one. I'm in the US pretty regularly, and apparently we can get the filters over here a fair bit cheaper. So those would be easy to bring back to Denmark. So that probably an upcoming video at some point.
Hello, Norman. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you so much, Van Hooler.
Van Hooler.
Will you ever return to? Yeah, I mean, it would be a lot of fun for us.
What is Troon?
That is that's a marina town in Scotland.
Okay. Okay.
It's where Athena spent her winters. So the previous owner would keep her there during the winters, and then in Kirkcudbright in the summers.
Okay, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Bring her back.
Yeah, but it would be a lot of fun to go all the way back to Kirkcudbright sometime when she's done. Maybe on the way when we cast off the lines.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
I'd love to see you build a water maker. Yep, I think that could be a lot of fun. And Mr. Cement Boat guy is very ingenious, so I'm sure we'd be able to come up with something awesome. What are the plans for heating / AC? It's a good question. That is a good question.
We're gonna have a reflex stove. We're gonna have
There's going to be multiple sources of heat.
Yeah.
That's one of Ava's big concerns, it being cold. I don't know, actually. I'm pretty sure we're going to put the reflex stove on the boat because I already have it. A lot depends on the new layout we're going to come up with in case we actually do got the middle of the boat to fix the structural members. Again, the cement boat guide suggested building our own heater, going with something like, what are they called? It's, I'm blanking. It's a diesel heater that heats both your water on demand and for heating, and it's the European version of the one Drake has, the Hurricane one. Ever heard of the Victron color control? Yes, I've seen that. If we end up going with lithium, which I don't know, we'll look into it in a year or so when that becomes. But then we might put in one of those. Reflex sounds like a Duran Duran. Hard dinghy, inflatable, or build your own. I mean, it would be so much fun to build our own dinghy. I don't know where we would store it. That would probably end up being slightly heavy, but that would definitely be a fun project. What's up with the, oh, what fresh hell is this?
Oh, that is a quote by Dorothy Parker. She's one of my favorite writers. And so I made that. That's my DIY. Took some newspaper and cut out the letters.
Did you see SV basic heater install? Yes. So for those of you guys who haven't checked out yet, there is a channel called Onboard Lifestyle, which is it's about a catamaran that's being refitted, and I love the videos. They're awesome.
It does really, really nice work.
Yep. Really nice work. So if you're into DIY videos, which I suspect most of you are, definitely check out Onboard Lifestyle on YouTube. I don't sail, nor do I have a boat, but I just love your well, thank you so much. You're planning to sail the southeastern US. Yeah. At some point.
At some point. I mean, we don't have any current plans to, but
no, but the south, well, yeah, southeastern. That sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean,
like Florida.
We did joke about, not joke about, but we talked about at some point maybe spending some time in the Chesapeake Bay. So that's pretty close. Yeah. Oh, did I see the cliffhanger episode? Yes, that was, we actually watched that last night, I think, on the Onboard Lifestyle YouTube channel. Yep.
I am wearing a Hammer of Thor necklace. This actually, Mads got me like a while ago.
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half, I think.
Yeah. Was it before we even met in person?
Yep, I think so.
Yep.
I think so. Okay. Oh yeah, amateur radio studying on indefinite hold. Not indefinite hold, but I want to get the boat ready first, if that makes sense. I would still love to get the certification and get a Pacta modem set up, but until the boat's done, it's kind of down prioritized.
Thank you.
Oh, Mo, you're definitely not invisible, but there are a lot of comments.
Yes.
So if you commented something, just give it another try.
Did you guys get to go sailing over the holidays? We didn't. We were going to, but
yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Actually, we were gonna go with Nina's sister and her husband, Ava's
Ava's
sister and her husband, possibly today, but we had already scheduled the live stream. So
Yeah.
and also the weather's kind of
Yeah. We did go sailing though.
Yeah, the last time.
Yep.
From Channel Islands to what's that place called, Ventura?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a quick little trip. When is Ava visiting again? I will be there in the end of May.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Mo wants to know if we're going to circumnavigate around the world someday.
Okay. Well, that's not a goal in and of itself. I just, if it happens, it happens. But to me, the fact that the Earth is round, and a lot of people want to do circumnavigation is kind of silly, because most of the stuff I want to see or visit is on one half of that globe. So going all the way around seems kind of silly, but it might end up happening. We don't know. But in and of itself, it's not a goal to make it all the way around. Oh, hey Ava, please take good care of him. He's a good man.
Ah, he is a good man.
Aw, thank you.
I need a new logo for Athena.
What?
Would this channel become SV Athena?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
When I first decided on the name Sail Life, it was more because of I wanted it to be the entire span, like from starting a refit to actually going sailing and sailing. So I think we'll keep that name.
Any plans for Apple's boat show this year? Probably not.
Well, no, because we're going to the wedding in Michigan.
Oh yeah, that's right before it.
Yeah. Maybe that would work out.
Maybe.
I could fly into somewhere close to Annapolis, and then maybe. We'll also, that depends on how far along I am with the structural stuff, with all the tapping stuff to the side of the hull, using epoxy and stuff, because that definitely needs to be done before it gets too cold after the summer. So that's probably what's going to end up deciding that. But if I've got time, I would love to.
Yep. Miami Boat Show in February. My brother-in-law was going to go to that one.
Sanding life.
Definitely put Nova Scotia on your list. I want to go to Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
That was we were going to go to a wedding in Michigan this summer. And we were like, oh, maybe we'll do a road trip in Michigan or maybe in Canada, but plans changed.
Mike, no, Ava's not pregnant.
No, Mike.
Remember, you have to live, not just work. Well, I mean, true, but I don't really consider the stuff I do aboard Athena as work. I do it because it's fun. And, well, what more can you really hope for? Okay.
Does Cement Boat Guy have a channel?
He does not. I'm trying to pressure them into making a channel, because I think that would be a very cool channel. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And yep, Mo, if we're ever in Miami Beach, we will be sure to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mas, do you like to have volunteers help you with Athena? Yes, but it's kind of difficult to invite someone to help about Athena because I don't have anywhere for them to stay. If I was able to do what Doug does on SV Seeker, that would be awesome because he has like a little place where people can stay and sleep and stuff while they're there. I don't have that option, so it's kind of difficult. But as you guys have seen in the videos in the past, I've taken, well, advantage of friends and people in the area. Is your crew having fun when you're in Cali? Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Is his boat made out of cement or what? So it's ferrous cement. It's a type of boat construction that was used a lot in, I want to say, the 60s, 70s, maybe early 80s, where, at least in Denmark, it would be a group of people that all got together because they each wanted to build a boat. And then they built sort of the skeleton of the boat out of some kind of metal mesh, like rebar things, only like a much finer grid. And then the group would sort of meet up on one boat and put the cement on because that needed to happen in one go for it not to crack. So it's this weird kind of chapter in boating where big boats were extremely expensive and nobody could afford them. So people did this instead, which was very cool. And it's definitely something that's worth looking into for the information in and of itself. What about a full cockpit enclosure? Check. Definitely full cockpit enclosure. And I think making one ourselves could be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Do you keep in touch with the old owner of the boat?
No, I've not. I don't have any bad feelings towards him. But I haven't kept in touch with him.
You should sail to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Apparently that's
where it's
happening.
Well, we'll be sure to put that on the list.
Will you be sailing west or east when you go out from Skiva?
Well, I guess we'll be going west.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are your plans for Obelix? So as I mentioned a little earlier, Obelix is going to go up for sale once Athena's done and once I've moved aboard.
Maybe Ava could take over the loosey-goosey content. Loosey-goosey!
Yep. That'll be a lot of fun.
Although I will say it is difficult to talk to a camera in public. Like you do just want to whisper. He says it gets easier, but
yeah, it does. But it took me years. I mean, of course, like having to improve my English was also, but it takes a while.
Mm-hmm. My English is really gonna have to improve.
Yes, I can barely understand what she says. Yeah, but it definitely takes time.
Yeah. What the moisture levels are on the hull?
Oh Jesus, I can't remember the scale, but they were all below the limit I'd set. So the moisture levels should be good. I mean, I haven't measured them since because they should have gone back up. That would be very weird if they did that. Are you guys planning on doing the med soon? No, not really. I'm not that excited about spending a lot of time in the med because it seems a little bit crowded and it's kind of expensive. So we're probably gonna do other stuff first. Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you.
Ava, try saying, Ruth, donate $50 to save life. Ruth being our code word for the word we're not going to say, the little round thing from Amazon. Any plans of doing the Norwegian coast? Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
yes,
we definitely
yes.
want to go there.
We spent a couple of days in Bergen this summer, amongst other places, and going back there would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. If any of you guys go there at some point, I know to a lot of males it might seem a little bit odd, but there's a knitting museum. It's an industrial knitting museum, so they have the machines that we use to do the knitting, and that was actually really cool.
Yeah. What is the most favorite thing that you're going to install or do to the boat?
What is what?
What is the most favorite thing that you're going to install or do to the boat?
Well, there's different stuff that I'm excited about. I'm excited about all of it. Like learning how to weld and do the tow rail, that's going to be a fun one. We're also going to try and cast new cleats pretty soon. That's going to be super fun. But the thing like inside the boat that I'm the most excited about is probably either figuring out the new layout or the DC. I'm very excited about doing the DC. That's going to be a fun one.
I'm really excited.
Thank you, Miss. I've got some more butyl tape in my bag, so if you need any more, just let me know.
Yeah.
You're excited about?
Oh, the new layout, the forward cabin, the
size of
head,
the shower,
the washer and dryer.
I've got a plan of putting in a washer, whereas someone in the room would like both a washer and a dryer, but we'll see how that goes.
We will see.
Yes.
No, it'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
Ooh, you eat 8 meters under the surface. Huge panoramic window of the sea in Norway. That sounds cool.
That sounds awesome.
Come to Alaska. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list. But I think that's going to be a part of the whole Northwest thing. Like the idea of going through the Northwest Passage and then maybe wintering somewhere around where Alfie keeps his boat. Alfie from Life is Like Sailing. That would be a lot of fun to get to hang out with him again.
How much work do you have on your mast?
The mast. So it's an infurling mast for the mainsail. So we're definitely gonna have to take that apart and just go over, clean everything and grease it and stuff. So, but other than that, there's no corrosion, there's no issues. So it should be pretty straightforward. Trying to find some kind of wood to nug on, but there isn't any. Washer and a dryer on a 38-foot boat. Can't wait to see how that fits.
Oh, it'll fit.
It's called a bucket and a toilet plunger. I assume you mean it's instead of a washer.
The dryer is called rigging and clothespin.
Okay. Okay. That's fine, but if we're gonna be living aboard for years and we're gonna spend a lot of time in places where it's rainy and cold, then that gets kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Is the Northwest Passage open more now with the climate change? Yes, it should be. It should be. I don't think it's too many years since the first people, like fiberglass boat people, went through there. Do you guys follow Rand Sailing? Yep, most certainly do. Are you siblings? What? I certainly hope not.
Uh-oh.
Actually, for Valentine's Day last year, I gave Ava one of the DNA tests from 23andMe.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure. You know, you can never be too safe.
Yeah.
Cement Boat Guy should have a YouTube channel. I keep telling him. Yep, I'm sure they'll get that up and running pretty soon. I've even offered to let them borrow one of my cameras.
Roger sailing Ming Ming for Arctic sailing. Have you ever seen that?
Ming Ming is cool. I in particular, I like the videos where he's actually refitting the boat. The videos where he's out sailing, they get a little bit uniform, but that might just be me. Okay, in the back of the engine room, you have two hoses that come down and bend up again. Aren't you afraid of frost when the water stays down there? Yes, those two hoses have been, I should just have shortened those a long time ago. The reason they're so long is because it's temporary. Because I want to get the cockpit locker all painted and stuff before I actually do the final installation of stuff in there. But once they're shortened, there shouldn't be that like low spot. So that should be okay.
Should literally call his channel Cement Boat Guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's available, but he should probably hurry up before someone takes that name. That someone could be me.
Oh. How are the sales?
The sales that came with Athena, decent. There's a, I can't even remember, but there are a couple of good ones for sure. I think we might need well, I can't remember. We need a new either main solo head sail. I can't remember which, but we should be good for at least 5 years. Does Cement Boat Guy speak English? He certainly does.
Majority of Danish people speak English.
Yes.
What I learned. When I was there, most people spoke English.
Yeah. Cement Boat Guy is a super name. Well, I came up with it, so I certainly think so. Add a code 0. Yeah, yep. Nothing wrong with a Danish language channel, though. That is true. That's true. But the nature of the beast makes it much more. What's the word I'm looking for here? Well, it makes it ideal to have
more accessible.
Yes, an English or like Spanish or whatever. Just if you stick with Danish, it's such a freaking small. There's only 7 million people or something like that in Denmark, so it's gonna be, yeah.
Cell Life intro featuring Matt's name is singing. Let's do it. I love that idea.
Would closing all the holes in the cockpit block your access to the equipment? Well, there definitely needs to be some holes in the cockpit for the water to drain, like just from rainwater, for instance. So there definitely needs to be some holes. Do you take suggestions for a new logo for Athena? Do you need a logo?
Well, I guess we'll need like a new lettering, right?
Oh, for the name? Well, I mean, yeah, some kind of logo for Athena would be cool. Yeah, Mads is definitely right. 6 million actually people living in Denmark, and very few interested in doing. That is true. Sad but true. Uh-oh, seems like we're going down. Someone's saying 5 million. Oh! 5.7. Okay. 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 Well, have you introduced Ava to aquavit yet? Which is it's a type of spirits. It tastes like gah.
Oh, we watched the video.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We've seen a video about those. I don't like it.
All about it.
I don't like it. I don't ever drink it. So, I mean, Ava got to try some Danish stuff the last time, and this time we're gonna try some more stuff. But those are the good Danish things, not the horrible ones. Like
they're mostly pastries.
Like
candies.
Salty licorice.
No.
She does not like.
I'm sorry to all Danish people.
Has Ava seen Ava's channel?
Is it? Oh, we don't know who that
AV's?
is.
Oh, AVE. Ah, yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If you mean AVE as the 200-pound Canadian guy, well, not guy, but yeah, then I think you've seen some of his videos. I think I've shown you.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. How is your back injury doing with all the work on the boat? Well, actually, my back is doing a lot better. It seems like when I'm not working about the boat, it gets slightly worse. So I think actually keeping busy is the best thing I can do.
Bring outtakes back, please.
The outtakes.
I love outtakes.
Yes, I just don't. I don't do a lot of outtakes anymore, and if I do, they're not funny. So
I'm gonna use little girls forever.
Oh, that happens quite a lot. Okay, well, I think we're just slowly gonna wind this down. Unless someone has some last-minute questions. Okay, now that's scrolling really fast. It was very useful to have Ava here to help read them out. How's your fur baby doing? Yoko's doing quite well. Ruth, turn on bathroom light. Yes. Going to see Tally Ho. Well, that's a really cool channel. Of course, it's not fiberglass, but it's a cool channel nonetheless. Ava's necklace is a hammer of Thor's. Is a gift from you. Yes, I gave that to Ava. I got it at like a little, I guess it's a Viking fair thing in Denmark. Destinations for Athena. Well, mostly high latitude stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, Greenland, Iceland, Faroe Islands, Norway, North South Passage, Patagonia.
Do you want to show them the table?
Oh yeah, that would be a cool way to end this. So over Christmas, Ava had a burning desire to get a little table for her kitchen.
I've had a burning desire for
a long time.
A while.
And we tried finding one we could just buy, like maybe a used one or at IKEA or something. But quick little side note. Nope, I haven't made tarteletta yet. That's Cement Boat Guy's wife that's asking. I was going to make tarteletta for Ava. I still have a week and a half over here, so I can still do that.
He's very nervous.
I'm pretty nervous. I've never made those. It's a Danish dish where it's like a cup of puff pastry and then there's like a sauce and some chicken in there. Okay, but let's get back to the table. So Ava wanted a table that she could put her fridge in and some other stuff, so to free up some space in the kitchen.
Yep, I rent out my sister and brother-in-law's pool house, so yeah, I don't have like an actual kitchen. It's like a little kitchenette. So we needed a place to put the fridge and microwave, and Matt's made it. It's so beautiful, and I love it. It's perfect. So we'll give you a tour on the table. This is the table.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick you guys up.
As you can see here, there's a compartment for the mini fridge. Ooh, here's all my magnet collections.
I mean, it is a somewhat janky table.
It is not janky at all.
But it's definitely
Our Craigslist stools.
Yep.
It's beautiful and it's perfect. And if you look here, this is the sock Mads has knitted.
Well, it's not done yet, but
Not yet, but it's well on its way.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with knitting. Okay, nice table. Thank you, Mo. Okay, but I think we are gonna end the live stream here and just wish all of you a happy New Year.
Yeah.
And
thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. There's not going to be a video next weekend, but the weekend after that, I'll be back in Denmark. Now, I will be jet lagged and sad because I'm missing Ava, but I'll see if I can put something together. I've picked up a lot of cool stuff while I'm here that would make for a good intro to a video at least. So we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, well, Happy New Year's, guys. And
Happy New Year.
I will see you in a couple of weeks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.